the Gamers Pass podcast, where we have a full house to chat about some really good gaming stuff and some not so good gaming stuff, and we're just gonna have a good time today. So let's jump right over to Gaz, the Xbox professional himself. Gaz, how you making out today, my friend?
I'm all good, thank you. How
Excellent.
you doing?
I'm doing great. What have you been playing lately?
Good. Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
Fortnite again. Loads of Fortnite customs again.
When's the season done?
In 7 days. So like next Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So
good.
no more UFOs, no more ray guns, no railguns or anything.
I will stream day one of the new season just to get a little taste, just to see what it's like, because I did do this current season and I felt dirty, and so I will I've not touched it since. I don't want to play it, but so you're not playing anything else but Fortnite?
I did try a bit of Splitgate last night because I do like Splitgate.
Oh yeah, Splitgate. So is it really good? Because what I saw, XFZ Dylan was trying to get into. I went on one of his streams and he's just sitting there waiting because the servers are so full.
No, it's okay now. It's gone to it's an actual game now. So there's no waiting time.
So they didn't realize Splitgate was going to take off like it did.
That's it.
All right, I may have to test it out to see if it's good or not.
I mean, it has been out since 2007, I think. It started out on Steam.
What?
Yeah, and they brought it out on Xbox and PS4, well, PS5 recently.
I've never even heard of it. That's crazy. Yeah. And it's not like I'm
the
all-knowing of games and gaming, because it's impossible. But that's incredible. All right.
Well, I'm not a sort of person that plays like free-to-play games.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, free-to-play games, you think, oh, it's cheap and tacky, and you know what I mean.
Fortnite.
But like.
You say that, but you're Fortnite.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Whatever.
Fortnite. That's awesome.
Well, yeah, I know. Fortnite's, yeah. All right, then. Moving on.
I'm just excited you have. I'm just excited that you have an Xbox hat on, my friend, and you're sporting the Xbox colors behind you. So, major awesome.
I am a big fan of Xbox again now.
Yes. The goodness.
I don't know why I'm stroking my Xbox, but I am.
So, all right, now also joining us, it is Lightsy. Lightsy, how you doing today?
I'm good.
Excellent. What have you been playing?
I've been playing Pokemon Unite and Sims 4.
Okay, the usual for you. I've not played Pokemon Unite since Beat 'em Up's video, and I almost feel bad, but I've been playing a bunch of other stuff though. But anything else you're playing?
Not really. I've kind of been off of Animal Crossing other than just to go on and get my daily stuff, but...
Wow, 1,600 hours? You flushed them down the drain now? They do need a...
they need a good update.
Yeah, they really do. They really do. Okay, Leroy Jenkins. Lee Everett, how are you making out, my friend?
I'm doing great, yeah.
Excellent. Now, what have you been playing? I'm doing awesome as always. What have you been playing?
Well, I haven't been playing much recently, to be fair. I went on a holiday for a week down in London, and since then I haven't really touched any of the games. Apart from someone who has visited one of my younger cousins, and he really likes Minecraft, so I played that with him. Cool. and it sort of enticed me into it a little bit,
dude,
because it is quite fun.
It's a great game. I just want to say though, one does not simply take a vacation from video games. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm gonna get you a t-shirt that just says that. Never ever do that again, Lee, ever. No, Minecraft is a wonderful game, and I think mainly all the wonderful things you can do. That music will allow you just to sit back, relax, and get sucked in for hours. You just don't get
a little bit of lo-fi.
Yeah, it's crazy, and there's no shame in playing Minecraft at all. Okay, here we are. We've got two new friends joining us today, and right to my side, it is the ultimate hater, Mark. Mark, how you making out today, my man? Oh, I can't hear you. Your microphone is muted. we're trying to work out some kinks, and we will get that. We will get that. Mark, we're gonna go to a next one. I'll come back to you, my man. So also joining us, it is a dear friend of Pharaoh TV. It is Ashley. Ashley, how you making out today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Paul?
Always good, always good. We when you came on the call earlier, we were enjoying the background, Lightsy and I, and we were talking. But what have you been playing over the last little bit?
So I have not been playing Fortnite.
Oh no. That's great.
So I've moved over pretty much almost to Apex. I play a lot of things on the Switch. There's some indie games that I've been really into.
Nice.
That I think are just super nurturing. That you could just go play and not have to really think about, much else but that game. And so there's kind of like an Animal Crossing. It's called Cozy Grove. And I really love and enjoy Cozy Grove. And what you're doing basically and essentially in Cozy Grove is that you're basically guiding spirits. And it's a really cute, amazing indie game.
All right. Indie games, I've been loving a bunch of them as well. Xbox Game Pass. Thank you very much. But no, keep going. Keep going.
The other one is it's called it's Spiritfarer, which is very similar to Cozy Grove. And so what you're doing is a lot like that. You're helping spirits as well, but it's a lot more immersive. And I think it's super underrated. I don't think it's getting enough, and I hope eventually here I'll have a regular Switch. I just have a Lite at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
That I can stream it and bring it up to my channel at some point.
These are just Nintendo Switch games, or are you playing on PC as well, or?
I am playing on PC as well.
But not those two indie games you just mentioned.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
There's an indie game that's available for free, or it was up until last week. It's called Stardew Valley.
Oh yes.
Stardew Valley was free?
It was free for Game Pass. I
Right.
just caught it.
Okay.
You know what? We should chat about Stardew Valley in a little bit, because there has been something special about Stardew Valley. So let me just type that in, and we'll probably actually jump to, in our gaming news. We will jump to that, which I think
saw
is
that they were either going to do a discount or it was going to be free. I got an email about it.
All right, cool. Have you played it before?
Yes.
All right, yeah, it's a beautiful game. Beautiful game.
Gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Good stuff. All right, Mark, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mark? Maybe?
You guys can hear me.
Oh, there, yeah, now we can hear you.
Yeah, right now I'm having a hard time getting the audio through my microphone right now. Hang on 1 second. Let me switch this.
Yeah, we can hear you, though, which is great.
We're halfway there.
Oh, what's that, Lee? You cut out.
We're half the way there.
Yeah, we will get it. Mark's just having a little bit of issues, so you know what? We will jump into some of our gaming news while he's fixing some stuff. And this is all part of the fun on working all this out. It's the first time we've done 6 people. I think this is going to be really good. So let's jump into our gaming news for the level 16. Stardew Valley, which actually just brought up and it made me think, it is becoming an e-sport now. Stardew Valley is going to become an e-sport. I don't think anybody knows how they're going to do it, but the game is wonderful. If you've not played Stardew Valley, it's addicting. It's a wonderful farming, dungeon crawl, social, blah blah blah. It's just a wonderful game, and I enjoyed the crap out of it on several different occasions. It's so good. But Gaz, have you played Stardew Valley?
I'm not intending to start either.
No,
It's
that's
not my
okay.
sort of game.
That's
It's
all
just
right.
a bit boring to me.
Oh, it really isn't, man. I'm telling you right now, it is definitely. There's so much you can do. It's definitely not boring. Lee, have you played Stardew Valley?
I've never touched it before. I really should get it. But but it's just not something that I've never looked into. So like, I just think like, I don't know. I don't know what's stopping me. Like, I think because there's a whole palette of new stuff in Stardew Valley that I just have to learn it all, and I'm quite sort of like I know nothing, well, almost nothing about it. So going in new and fresh, like I think I'd be quite daunted to see it all at once.
So I'll tell you right now, you can. It's one step at a time sort of game. They do it They do it properly. There's hand holding. You want to grow potatoes or parsnips or whatever the first one is, just do that, and that's totally cool. Get your weapons. You can do one thing at a time and take your time, unless you want to get everything done in the first 2 years with Marion knocking boots and all that other stuff. If you want to do all that, go right ahead. But so Ashley, you're playing you're about to play, or have you? You said you played Stardew Valley. So have you heard about the whole esports thing?
I heard talk about it, and I didn't know that it was gonna, go as far as it did. Obviously, we're in the real zone,
which is pretty cool. Now, Lightsy, you are a Stardew legend, and you scoff at these fellas to my left who have not played Stardew Valley. Have you heard of the esports thing, and what would you like to see, or how do you think they're going to do the whole esports stuff?
I hadn't heard of it, but I imagine it would probably be something along the lines of whoever can, finish, I guess, their end game farm or whatever in a year or two or something. I guess that seems.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious. Esports for us is what? Overwatch, League of Legends, and other games, whatever. But I don't even know what the heck they're going to do for this. Mark, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Mark, it's so good to see you and have you join us. What have you been playing lately?
Okay, so I recently just bought the Switch, so I've been playing Zelda a lot recently, which has been fantastic.
Yep.
Pokemon Shield, I've been playing that. Pokemon Snap, some of the classic Nintendo games. I've just been all over the Switch. And of course, I still play Warzone. I just recently got my 100th career win.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you and I used to play that together a lot, and I've been wanting to jump back into it. It's just the insane, they just banned 100,000 cheaters 2 weeks ago, and there's still a few 100,000 more to go. I don't know, but
every day I counter one.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. But it is a cool game. I do like it, and we had some good memories, me, you, and Timmy, just playing that game together and having a good time. Good stuff. And so how are you liking the Nintendo Switch? We got Lee into the Nintendo Switch, and we're so happy he did. Are you going to get Splatoon 2? You waiting for Splatoon 3?
I've decided I'm probably going to wait for Splatoon 3, only because it's coming out, sooner than later. So, I would get Splatoon 2, but I feel like I'll just be wasting money at this point when Splatoon 3 is right around the corner. Yeah,
it's such a hardcore grind to level up in that game. I think I have a couple hundred hours and I'm level 44. It's embarrassing. But no, that's good. We're happy to have both. I'm happy to have Olias, but for the regulars, we're happy to have Ashley and Mark with us. And we just got done talking about Stardew Valley. Have you played Stardew Valley, Mark?
No, I haven't.
No. Okay, cool. And it's a wonderful farming game. You can get it on the Switch, you can get it on Xbox, you can get it on PlayStation, PC, your tablet, possibly your phone. I don't know, but you can get it all that. So here's
it's multi-platform or multiplayer.
Yeah, and you can play multiplayer now, right? You do?
Yeah, you've been able to do that from start. Sorry, Lightsy.
So can you do it let's say we're all playing on Xbox. Can you come and hang out on my farm and play over XboxLive? Cool. Okay. Excellent. All right. Some of the news that I'm beyond excited for. This was reported 2 weeks ago, and we didn't have a podcast last week. This was my number one excitement post. But Rockstar Games is reportedly remastering Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas with a mix of new and old graphics for the Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, PS4, PS5, PC, Stadia, mobile, and Switch. Now, for my American friends, mobile, but for the rest of us, it's mobile. But I love GTA 3 was phenomenal. I loved Vice City. I think the Vice City was awesome, but I think the music is what was really, since I'm an old dude, that was really enticing to me. But San Andreas, I didn't get to play too much. I played some, and San Andreas was crazy. I remember hot coffee, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And some of you that have played the GTA games know about hot coffee. But Lee, is this something that is exciting for you? And it's supposed to come to the Switch.
I mean, it's certainly intriguing. I'll probably get it, depending on how I'm feeling about it, like what it looks like on the Switch, because not sure how it will translate to the Switch properly.
True.
But I sort of think that that Rockstar, they're sort of doing like, hey, here are our greatest hits, and it's like they're never actually gonna make a new game. They're just hey, you see this game we've already made? Here it is again.
Hey, GTA 5 is coming out on next-gen systems, the PS5 and Series X. They're doing their thing, so...
And it will for all eternity.
You're so right. Gaz, what about you? Is this something you're excited for?
I do. I do. I am. I do like my GTAs. I did start playing GTA 3 though. That's the first GTA I ever played, and I absolutely love it.
Yep.
And then I had Vice City, and I loved it because you could ride around on motorbikes and stuff.
Yes, I remember that.
And I had San Andreas, and I also had that on the PSP as well.
Okay.
Absolutely love that game.
Okay.
But yeah, I am really excited for that one.
Nice.
To be a good game to stream as well, especially updated graphics.
And yeah, with updated graphics, the Switch can handle the old graphics for sure, but the new graphics, we'll see. Ashley, how about you? Is this something you would be interested in?
I used to play the crap out of GTA 5.
Yep.
And what made me stop was just some of the players just being really, really just nasty. And like killing you and just stealing all your money kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I am interested to see how they're gonna do that on the Switch. It should be and there's the new generation Switch coming out, so maybe they're doing something with that, with the graphics and the LED and the OLED and things that they're going to do with that. So it should be really interesting with the new Switch coming.
Nice. Lightsy, how about you?
I don't really like GTA.
Oh no. Okay. No, and that's totally fine. That's understandable. It isn't for everybody, but it seems to be over the years for the majority. We'll say so. That's cool. Have you played any of them? No, like which one?
Oh, yeah, I have GTA 5.
Okay.
I can't stand it because of, like Ash said, I go online and then I'm just being killed and I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And the whole main reason why I got the game was just so I could drive around in the car.
Sure. I will say I'm one of those dirtbags that grief online. I'm just gonna tell you, I really am. That's true. Mark, you seem to be excited about this. What say you?
Okay, I love GTA. Well, I love Rockstar as a company.
Yep.
They have some of the best replayable games. GTA 3, when it came out back in the early 2000s, it was an awesome game. It was way ahead of its time, in my opinion. Then Vice City took it up to that next level, like you were saying, with the music and everything. If you didn't like the GTA Vice City soundtrack, then something's wrong with you, in my opinion.
Oh,
that was awesome.
Or you're a young pup.
Was just far above that.
Yeah. No, that's cool. And I honestly cannot wait to play San Andreas again. It's in my wish list on my Xbox account. San Andreas is sitting there. It's $15, and it's been sitting there. I've been waiting for it to go on sale. But if we're getting updates, then there's no point of biting on it right now. That's cool. that news I'm super excited for. Guys, this just reported out this last few days. Nintendo is reportedly set to add Game Boy and Game Boy Color games to its Nintendo Switch online service, according to the new report. So if those of you, I think all of you have a Switch now. If you've not bought the online service, it's like $25. In Canada, it's like $29, $25. But for the whole year, and you get a bunch of old school games, a whole bunch people don't want, but it is what it is. But you can play online and stuff. So adding the Game Boy and Game Boy Color, I was too poor to own a Game Boy and Game Boy Color, except for James Muckland sending me an OG Game Boy, which was pretty cool. Lightsy, is this something that you would be interested in playing the whole... Oh, look at this! Fill me in.
I'm excited because, like, I get to play Pokemon Gold again.
Okay.
And you know, that's like my favorite game.
Right. And you're a Pokemon expert, and now Ashley, who is also monstrously invested in Pokemon too. We have 2 Pokemon experts now, which is great. So Ashley, I assume this is something you're excited about as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, anybody who knows me knows I have a massive Pokemon collection. It's massive.
So what is your favorite Pokemon game?
It was probably, the Pokemon Red.
Okay.
Because they came out in a series. It was Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, and I have the actual still OG Pokemon Collector's Edition Game Boy.
Oh, okay, cool. So is there any of the Game Boy Color, Game Boy games that you're looking forward to coming out other than Pokemon?
I hope that they bring them all back.
Sure.
That would be really cool. The one thing about Shield I really miss is Professor, and some stuff has really changed about the new Pokemon series that is a lot to take in. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mark, is this something, I'm not sure your history on Pokemon and Game Boy Color and Game Boy, is this something that's interesting to you?
Well, I heard Pokemon Gold, so I'm going to have to go Silver because that's the one I had growing up. I had Pokemon Silver.
Awesome.
I can't tell you how many times I beat that game. That's one of my favorite games of all time.
Okay.
I would say it's in my top 20 at least because I played it so much. I love Pokemon Silver. I'll be excited to see Pokemon Yellow come back because they re-released Red and Blue and Fire Red and I'm trying to remember Leaf Green. I think that's what it was, but they haven't released Pokemon Yellow to my knowledge. I could be wrong on that, but I'll be glad to see that come back as well. If it's available.
So we have 3 Pokemon experts on the call on our podcast right now. That's cool. Well, good stuff.
Team
Lee,
Rocket fan right here.
Team Rocket. Okay, that's the evil guys, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. They are funny, I will say. Lee, is this, I don't know, did you have a Game Boy Color? Is this something that's exciting to you?
Well, first off, my Pokemon knowledge is abysmal. It's exclusively Pokemon Unite. So,
yep.
But yeah, I had I believe it was a Game Boy Advanced.
Those ones aren't being added on though.
Right. Where? Yeah, but weren't games still compatible with them? Some of the older ones. I'm not sure.
Not really.
No,
It was a different game cartridge. The advanced ones were this small, and Game Boy and Game Boy Color are bigger.
Okay.
Okay. So it probably won't resonate with me as much as it would with other people. But who knows? They might add Game Boy Advance.
I know there's some Super Mario games that are part of Game Boy and Game Boy Color, I believe.
Oh
yeah.
Cool. Gaz? Sorry. Go ahead, Lee.
Certainly looks great. So
no, that's.
I'll have a look at the list.
I want Nintendo 64 games, to be honest, and I'm going to move on from that. I'm just going to lay that down. Gaz, what about you, sir? What are you? Oh, look at this!
It's my very first Game Boy. I remember
Okay.
getting that when I was on holiday going to Paris, when I was going to Disney World
Okay.
or
That
Disneyland
looks
or whatever.
brand new.
That does look
Well,
brand
I've
new.
kept it in a bag. This is the original bag. It came with it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's the original bag, and it still works. I just want to play 6 golden coins again on it. I really
6
do.
golden
I love
coins.
6 golden coins, Tetris,
Yep.
all the old Mario classics, Adam's Family. What else was there now? I can't remember what else there was now. It was like
that's incredible.
I can't remember the game now. I could never get past the first level, but I just like playing it.
Yep.
I just like playing it, and I had I've got the Game Boy Colour. I got it from Vintage Gamer from my local game store.
Yep.
They call it the grape colour, like a purpley colour, I think.
Okay.
And I've only got one Game Boy Colour, and that was Super Mario Colour, Super Mario Brothers Deluxe Colour, or something. That's the only Game Boy Colour game I've got, but it still works. I still play it now and again.
Oh, that's cool.
Even this, so.
Well, good stuff.
That'd
Well,
be pretty cool.
that's fantastic. It seems like you are beyond excited for it. So that's really awesome.
And I've still got the attachments for it as well. I've got the Game Genie. You know, the subwoofer they put on the bottom of it as well, and the light, the magnifying glass. Yeah. So like when I used to play it, I used to have the magnifying glass. It was like like this, but I couldn't see the screen. That's the only problem about Game Boys. You couldn't see the screen even though the light was on.
Yeah.
So you'd have to like put the brightness up, or you just have to like play it like that.
There was a little light attachment that you could buy, right? That came over top.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
But there was nothing really to brighten the screen. But there is mods now that you can put like LEDs at the back of the screen, so you can see the screen better.
Nice.
But I wouldn't do that.
No.
I wouldn't mod anything. I'd like to keep things original.
Lightsy, you had something to add, didn't you?
I was gonna say, I remember playing a Barbie Genie game for the Game Boy Color.
That's a Barbie
You had
Genie.
to go around. Yeah, you had to go around and save like unicorns and Pegasuses and
I remember that.
stuff. Yeah.
That's cool.
And after that game.
That's funny. Excellent. All right. So one last news story before we jump into the heavy topic for today. According to, it says, in case you missed it, Toshiba Corp says the chip shortage affecting all parts of gaming will remain very tight until at least next September, according to the new report from Bloomberg, which is insanity. Now, for myself, my oldest kid has a PS5. He bought that himself. I sold a whole bunch of crap to get an Xbox Series X, and then I had saved up money for my very first Xbox Series X. So overall, I'm good. But those that are still waiting and the scalpers moving in and just buying everything up is super frustrating. Lee, I don't know if you're really going to jump into the next gen gaming of like Xbox or PlayStation, but what do you think of this whole chip shortage fun stuff going on for like another year at least?
Well, like I'd say I'd always be like a step behind with the next generation stuff. Like it's a bit far for me to get right now. Like it's but yeah, like if I could, I definitely would. But I've got a friend who's been trying to get like one of the next gen Xboxes since like Christmas.
Wow.
And he hasn't, like, well, he wanted it for Christmas, but it was just non-existent. Like every time they showed up, like bots just came on and just
scooped them up,
bought them all.
Yeah.
Before there was any chance of like buying them themselves.
That's
and the only one he's been able to find is like one that's like so many more for the cost, and it's just not worth it.
Yikes.
So he's sort of given up hope on getting one at the moment, and with like the chip shortage, it's like I guess like it sort of depends on whether they were anticipating like so much stuff, like it's like so many being sold.
Yep.
or whether it's like a problem in like the supply chain with with the pandemic and everything, because that has happened for other businesses, like the where something in the supply chain has slowed down or stopped because of what's going on around the world.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So I guess it's sort of like it's not good, but I don't like, as long as people are a bit patient.
Sure.
I think that
In it's almost it is what it is situation, basically, is what it's kind of boiling down to now. Lightsy, are you jumping next gen ASAP, or I'm not sure if you have you just got your or you have an Xbox and PS4, right?
I have the PS4.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you looking to go next gen anytime soon, or are you just enjoying your Nintendo Switch?
I don't think so. If anything, I'd probably get a next gen Switch.
Okay. If they release a Switch Pro, if
anything.
Yeah.
But right now I'm not, like, there's everything that I'm playing is either PC or on the Switch, so I don't really have any absolute need to go out and get
No, that's true.
PlayStation or Xbox right now. So
Mark, have you made the jump to next gen yet?
Yes, I got a Series X that I play Warzone and all my Xbox, well, majority of my Xbox games on.
Okay.
To echo what you said about the chip shortage, I sell cars as well. I work at a Ford dealership,
Yep.
and if you go by any of these car dealerships nowadays, you see that new vehicles are just scarce right now. So it's definitely affecting my job on a day-to-day basis. Just on a brand new Ford F-150, there's over 1,000 microchips that go in there.
Oh my
And
gosh.
the chip shortage is really bad. As I was telling you the other day, I just got this new gaming laptop, and I wanted to build my own PC, but with the shortage on the chips is causing the video cards that are out there, graphics cards, the prices of them are tripled almost on a lot of things. So it sucks because all the scalpers out there. But I was lucky to get a deal off of the Xbox. I got it as a bundle package through GameStop here in America. So I was lucky and fortunate enough to not have to deal with the scalper on that.
Wow. So Gaz,
don't mind my dog walking in the background.
Hey, that's all good. We got Ashley's cat, we have Lightsy's cat, and we got your dog. That's all good. I'm totally cool with it. Duke, that's right. Gaz, you have jumped. You finally got your Series X, and you have a PS5 as well, right?
Yes. Yeah, I've now got both.
All right, so you're tied into the gaming community in the UK, and Lee's in the UK as well. What are your thoughts on the whole chip shortage, even just in the UK?
I personally haven't heard anything about the chip shortage.
Okay.
At all. I haven't heard anything about it, so I'm hearing the first time.
Okay, no, that's cool. Now, Ashley, you have, of course, a hardcore gaming PC, and you have your Nintendo Switch. So you and Lightsy are almost in the same boat. Are you looking to go next gen with consoles, or what are your thoughts on the chip shortage?
It's incredible how Excuse me, Sven. We're talking. Hi. It's incredible what it's done to so many things and so many resources that we need and use and rely on every day. And personally, the PS5 has been almost unattainable. And my biggest goal for Christmas, I hope this year, I'd like to get my husband the new Xbox, because I haven't been able to find one since it came out.
Wow.
Not even one, and I'm not paying double for what it's worth either. There's a bunch of consoles that I would love to have. Like, I hope that Nintendo intends to be smart about their release with the new Switch. I am really looking into the Steam Deck.
Okay. Yeah.
That is a new announcement with Steam.
Yep.
Handheld portable device. I'm super interested in that. I'm gonna get the $500 version, they have 3 tiers
Yep.
of versions that you can get through Steam. But other than that, if I can't ever have a PS5, it's gonna be what it is, I guess. You
Yeah.
know, I think I'll just spend the money and put it in my PC
Sure.
if I can never get a PS5.
No, I think the only reason my oldest boy got his PS5 is because I'm in really good with the people at EB Games, which now has changed to GameStop Canada. And so they called me. And I was like, hey, this is what I want. Let me know when they're in. And they called me. I was like, hey, Paul, you still interested? I was like, yes, I am. Well, we got one for you, as opposed to just allowing people just to go in and get them or whatever. They contacted me first. So that's why we got all our goodies that we do, because of my connections. So that's really good. So good stuff.
I guess
Oh, what's that, Lee?
I guess it sort of makes you wonder what companies are going to do in the future when they're like doing newer generations, like the PS6 or something, whenever that ever happens. Like how they're going to market it and how they're going to sell it, and like whether the same thing's just going to happen again, where it's just going to be gone before you have a chance.
Well, Lee, I can already tell you, Xbox is a gazillion miles ahead of the game with cloud-based gaming. I can play all of my Xbox games, Series X, all of that stuff on this phone. I can do it on my iPad because it just goes through your internet connection, and it's wonderful. I can play Microsoft Flight Simulator on my iPad.
Yep.
Xbox does do like those giveaways that like Kevin was doing a couple of months ago.
Yep.
Of trying to get as many achievement points as you can, and then the top like 3 players of getting the achievement points for the month, wins the Series X. So
yeah. So anything that has a browser, so your if you guys have Android phones, you can play your Xbox Series X or Xbox One games on that. It is mind-blowing, and it's still kind of in beta, but it's still really good. And also, if you have an Xbox controller, you can sync it with your iPad or your phone or whatever, because it's through Bluetooth. So we need to dedicate a full podcast just to the cloud-based gaming, because it is, like I said, Xbox is there. So if you spend $20 a month, well, in Canada, it's like comes to 19 something with taxes for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and then you just have your phone or you have a PC, like your laptop or whatever. Lee, there you go, dude. There you go. You can just stream all these games. If your internet connection is good, you're set. You don't need to spend $700 like in Canada on a new Xbox Series X, because cloud-based gaming is there and you have your Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Oh my gosh. Achievement unlocked.
You make a convincing argument.
Listen, guys, I'm 45, going to be 46 at the end of the year. We have a budget. We're one of those middle-class families that live paycheck to paycheck because it's expensive to live, and you have kids, you have cars, you have bills, everything. So if I can stream something on a phone, even though the screen's small, but I've got an iPad as well. If this stuff here is so appealing to everybody, no chip shortage is going to affect really anything, because you already have your device that you can play it on. It's just internet connection. And with all honesty, the world, for the most part, is really catching up to super speeds, hopefully. UK, what do you guys like for internet speed?
Yeah, I mean, it varies on where you live.
Sure.
I live in a more rural area, so like the stuff available that you can upgrade to is quite limited.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I have fiber up, so it's a gigabit down, which is crazy. And so, but with all honesty, the lag is nil. It's so good. And that's just me tooting the awesomeness of Xbox. I'm not a fanboy, guys. I just as a dad gamer, and just growing up through gaming, I look at the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and I look at cloud-based gaming now, and it's just like, you're set. But I am a console guy, and I love to have my controller and my box sitting right here. There, I said it. I did my heavy promotion of Xbox, and Gaz, you're wearing the hat. Makes me happy.
Yes.
and the Xbox green screen in the back. All right, guys.
This podcast is sponsored by Xbox.
You know what? Hold on. So I watch the Major Nelson Xbox podcast every single week. I've been doing it for years, and I left a comment. You can actually go see it right now on Major Nelson's last podcast. I left a comment, and it's him, it's Jeff, it's Rebecca, and I was just saying, you guys are so awesome. Stop that. I've been wanting to get into the gaming industry, and Larry, who's Major Nelson, replies. He says, maybe someday we'll get to work together. And I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? I literally fanboyed over it because I've been watching this guy for years. I'm envious that they are in the gaming community, and I would love to do that. And it was wonderful that he replied and actually said that. And I was like, crap, how do I do that now? And of course, I'm not going to like harass somebody. I'll just wait for a door to open possibly. So anyways, that's that. Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, Xbox everything, Lee. I just bleed green now. All right, guys, we are going to jump into the hot topic for today. The big and I'm so glad all you are here for this. The state of Twitch. Now, over the last couple weeks, I will say things have gotten extremely bad, but things have been leading up to it. And I'm so happy that Lightsy does not have to just be by herself and while us fellas just stare at her while she talks about this, because this is mainly from the female perspective. We have Ashley to talk about this as well. There are some things that have been happening, and the reason I really wanted to jump into is because Dr. Lupo and Tim the Tatman, both heavy hitter Twitch streamers with millions of subscribers, millions. And we'll get to talk about that in a little bit. But they left the platform to exclusively stream on YouTube, which, with all honesty, those of you that do stream on YouTube, this is a plus for us, big time. Even though I do stream on both. So, the first topic, and we have talked about this stuff I think several times, but fellas, we don't have to chat on this, but we can. If you have any perspectives, but we're going to talk about first booby streamers. Those are the girls that they literally have everything just hanging out, small gaming screen, and lots of boobies all over. And I get it; it brings in the money, and that's what it's all about for them. But Ashley, since you're our new face for the podcast, what are your thoughts on the whole booby streamer thing? And excuse the term if it's not politically correct. That's just the term I use, and that's the term everybody uses. I don't know if I say breastises streamers or breasticle streamers. I don't know, but go ahead, Ashley. What do you say?
It makes it hard. And on any platform, and not just Twitch, honestly. It's becoming a thing on YouTube, I've been noticing as well. Booby streamers having it all hang out, I think is just so, like, I'm all for loving your body, and I'm all for, appreciating yourself. But then there comes that gray area, I think, where you're kind of selling yourself and your body. And while, there's things like, OnlyFans and things like that, those things should stay on those platforms. Like showing your whole body, and why aren't you being, like in the terms of service it says you're not supposed to do that. Like if I did that, I think I would get banned. Honestly, because that's where the fairness isn't there. I think that, if I was to just pop in with some crazy cosplay where my boobs were hanging out, I think I would get banned. I think, that's where it's not very fair to just little guys who don't have a really good big following, things like that. It's crazy to me that they allow it, even though in their terms of service it says you're not supposed to be,
right,
promoting nudity. And I feel like that's kind of that gray area where they really are promoting that.
No, that's true. Lightsy, we have heard from you, but I need your voice in this as well, and I will always ask you for your opinion. With all honesty, us fellas, Us fellas, I'm sure we've all watched them before, but what are your thoughts, Ash or Logan?
You know, it's basically the same as Ashley. Like, it does fall into that gray area if they're allowing some people to do that and not others. Like,
Right.
it's a little what's the word? I don't know what word I'm looking for.
That's okay.
Picky
But
choosy, I would go with personally.
yeah, choosy could work. Not quite what I was looking for either. That's a bit more tame than what I was looking for.
Okay, so I see what you're saying.
Like I don't want to say like that some girls that would do it would get banned because they just don't look as pretty as the girls that are getting away with it.
Sure. Yeah, and the double standard is ridiculous, and that's what we've seen over the years, for sure. All right, so the next one we all can chat about. Us fellas, we don't get to talk about booby streamers, to be honest. But the next one we can talk about, especially like since Mark's getting into streaming on Twitch. Gaz, are you streaming on Twitch as well, or just YouTube?
Yes. Mainly YouTube.
Mainly YouTube, but
Mainly
you do have a
YouTube.
Twitch account and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
I only do it on Twitch. If I do so many streams on YouTube on a day, I tend to like to go on Twitch just to have a chill.
Sure.
Basically.
So, Gaz, when is your next hot tub pool beaches stream?
Well, I've got to get some more balloons and some more floaties and stuff to put in the bath. So probably next week, probably.
Okay, so
joking.
of course. So this is the new this is the new mind-blowing thing that they actually created a category called hot tub pool beaches stream, which I have never watched them at all. I've seen some fellas talk about them and how much they enjoy them, and for a couple reasons. But for a hot tub pool beaches stream, whatever, that's you're out. But if you're filling up a pool in your living room to show off your goodies, that's a different story. Now, Gaz, is this something that is interesting to you to either do or to participate in watching?
When we spoke about it last, I can't remember when it was, about 4 weeks ago, there's been more on there, but there has been men doing it, and they've been dressing up like really weird. And they've like green screened themselves into a hot tub, and they've like got pictures hanging up in the background and stuff. And they've had like the dogs walking past or the cats walking past and stuff. And I just think it's really ridiculous. But it's not a sort of thing that they should have on YouTube. I would class it as like pornography. I don't know. Nudity.
Softcore.
I don't know.
Softcore, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Chatterbait. Yeah.
I mean, there is kids on Twitch that watch.
Oh
stuff.
Yes, there is. Absolutely.
And if ever they click on that and the parents see it, then you know.
Sure. Like so on Twitch, if there is somebody that classifies their stream as 18 years and older, all you do is click it. Yeah, I verify that I'm 18 plus. That's it. So
The thing is, that doesn't prove anything, though, does
No.
it? If you think about it, you just click on, yeah, go on, I'll see where it is.
Yeah.
And they'll just watch and they'll say, Mom, what?
Yeah,
No.
exactly. I'm watching Barney, Mom. Really, I am. Sesame Street.
Who's in gym?
Lee, is this something that you think should be on Twitch, or something that you're interested in?
Well, I think, I mean, like say what you will, but I think Twitch has always had a little bit of a problem with like streamers who are more revealing than others, and creating this sort of category for them. Like, I guess it can sort of move them to a specific area, but it doesn't solve the problem. It's, if anything, I believe it's enabling them. It's like you've given them a reason to be there, like a safe space for them, but really like that's not what should be done. Like I get what they were going for. I like to an extent. I just think it probably hasn't panned out. I have like watched a few minutes of one of them, and I like with a woman with a pool in her room, and like she was showing any kind of thing, and I just thought it was horrible. I was pretty stunned on how that was able to be there.
Right.
And like and seeing like the chat flying up, like with everyone saying their like, I wouldn't say demeaning comment. No, it's not demeaning. It's like
well, I don't know. I think some of the comments are demeaning, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
Objectifying them, basically.
Yeah, that's a better word. That it just like it just shows that I feel like it's not going to go away anytime soon.
Oh, no.
That really sucks. Because like that there are other places to do that sort of thing, like Chatterbait.
Yeah.
But on like a gaming streaming service, it's like it has no place there. Where like the majority of the audience are kids.
Yeah.
And their and their outlook on it, like what does that then teach them that this is acceptable to do?
Yep.
And to see how people who actually try and put in the effort don't always come out like so well, and then you get someone who got lucky with the genes and then shot right up, like it's pretty crazy.
Yep. Mark, is this something that's of interest to you? Do you see yourself as a new Twitch streamer, filling up your tub or filling up a pool in your living room and participating in some of the, because you got your Jaws shirt on, you can pretend you're a shark and going after whatever. Is this something that's an interest to you? Have you watched any of this stuff?
Well, I can't say I haven't watched any of that stuff. I haven't even seen anything come across on my Twitch feeds and on anything like that. I used to watch Tim the Tap Man a lot on Twitch and everything. Yep. He was a he was a really good personality on Twitch and everything. Constantly had like 56 to 60,000 people viewing at the same time, and I noticed the transition over to YouTube gaming now, and he still has about 60,000 people watching him on YouTube. So that was a huge loss for Twitch. And just the thought of me in a hot tub on a stream on Twitch and everything, that would be probably rated R. Nobody's going to want to see that.
Same here. Yeah, same with me.
But I think Twitch does have a problem, and they need to address it soon before they start losing even more, because I really see YouTube. I think YouTube is probably going to make a strong push to really take control. And again, because YouTube gaming was huge at one point in time, then it really dropped off.
They got rid of their YouTube gaming for a bit, and then
that's right.
And Twitch filled that void, and it came at a perfect time. But now Twitch is becoming, it's almost becoming like a porno site. Now it is getting ridiculous. I've heard about it plenty of times, and I've seen people. I've seen once or twice before people doing the body paint and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm like, really, a gaming channel, and this is what I'm seeing. That's crazy. So, but I really don't. I really don't watch any of those streams or anything like that. Sure. So it's not, thank God it's not on any of my feeds.
All right.
And stuff like that. Because if I wanted to see that, then I would call up my girlfriend, hopefully.
yeah, exactly. So
they should do like a separate Twitch channel though, a Twitch platform just for them sort of streams. So like call it like Twitch Plus or something. And if they want to stream them sort of things, then if say like this streamer wants to do this, they've got to verify how old they are. And if people have to follow that channel, they have to verify how old they are.
Sure. No, that's a good idea. So
like call it Twitch Plus or Twitch Plus 18 or something, and then keep
that's
Twitch
pretty sad.
For like.
See, Gaz, that makes that makes total sense. But sad that has to be spoken out, saying you need to make a Twitch Plus 18 so you can verify to watch these, whatever they may be. And it's not just girls, right? We just heard guys are doing the same thing. So, Ashley, I need to ask you, is there a positive in the Twitch community for hot tub pool? Beach stream, we're just going to leave be because that's totally cool. I'm fine with that, depending on the content, of course. But hot tub and pool... Oh, she didn't want to answer that. That's okay. So Lightsy, is there a positive? Oh, maybe she wants to answer it. This is good. So Lightsy, then I'll go to you. Is there a positive regarding all this?
I mean, the fact that they took it out of the like game subforms and like made it its own category, so that you're not scrolling through the streams of the games that you're looking for and then see nudity as you're scrolling through like that. But I mean, other than that, I don't see a positive.
All right, so you do have an issue with the hot tub and pool streams.
It's not it's not gaming.
No, that's true.
It's not really just hanging out either. You are, but it's just promoting the body. You're not promoting like your artwork. You're not sitting there drawing or anything. Like
they're playing Warzone, and then they've got like a big massive landscape webcam of themselves just focused like below.
Sure,
showing like below, concentrating on that area.
Yeah, no, exactly. So Ash, is there a positive? And if there is, let us know. But if there isn't, like, what are your concerns?
With Twitch, it's I for those who didn't know, I had taken some time off, and I'm just coming back. I rebranded. I have nothing on my YouTube channel now, no followers, no nothing, and in under a week, I got affiliate again. And the positives of Twitch and positives of YouTube, there's pros and cons. And with positives of Twitch, there's a few in there, but there isn't many. And what makes it hard and wants me to like just move, and I made that move a while ago to Twitch, that the positive is that you have all the things that you can put on Twitch. So what makes Twitch unique is your panels and the customization of your channel. I really think that makes it so click worthy that you have this beautiful about you have this clickable, like you can go to your Discord, you can set that all up. The panels are what makes you stand out from everyone else on Twitch. And so there's still those small positives about Twitch that makes it, like, oh, I can maybe hang on through this. But the negative is, like Twitch allowing this too. You have these hot tub gals, and I guess guys now. I have not seen that yet. Personally.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I just see lots of girls. You got these, as a girl, and Lightsy understands this too. Just the other day, I had the expectation of while I was streaming, I had a commenter say, "Show me your boobs." And so that was just, it's the bad and the negative of being a female on the platform.
Right.
Is you have those expectations of are you going to do hot tub streams? Are you going to do that? You know, are you going to show yourself? And that push is an expectation is not fair to women at all, because
Sure.
you know, if you don't want to show yourself like that, that's okay. You know, like, you shouldn't have to feel forced or upper-handed to create that content for those people who
Right.
are only there for just one thing.
Yep.
And the monetization, I think, is what pushes these hot tub streamers into Twitch, where you can get monetized pretty easily on Twitch, and that's one of the positives, but then it's also become a negative
Right.
at the same time of becoming an affiliate and getting that money.
So basically, the whole hot tub, pool, booby streamer stuff is fostering that sort of content, or not content, remarks and degrading remarks towards female streamers.
Yeah, it was awful, because I had my oldest on the stream too, and I ended the stream pretty quickly after, but they had commented about, and it's really hard to even say it out loud, but they'd commented to see her, you know, without pants on, because I'd said, hey, go put some pants on, you know, and she was just right there, and
that sucks.
and yeah, and so, you know, like, these are my children.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's insane that that's what the level of Twitch has become, because, you know, I jumped that ship to be a little bit less, I want to say, like, throttled on YouTube, because, like, I swear, and
Sure.
I don't want to be monetized for, you know, swearing or, you know, creating that content that's more mature. And so, like, that's why I switched. And
Yep.
I've been really contemplating of, you know, dual streaming and seeing how I do on both platforms, and if one supersedes the other, then that's where I'll go.
Sure.
Fine.
No, that makes sense. Well, sorry that you had to endure that. That sucks, and that's wrong. And that it does seem like Twitch is fostering and allowing this, and I guess that goes into the next topic of, and basically what we're talking about, guys, is for those that are watching, is the state of Twitch and the dark road they're going down. Next topic for Twitch right now is hate raids. Hate raids, I just heard about them a couple weeks. September 1st was like the boycott Twitch day. And then when I actually did some research today, basically, it's a whole bunch of bots that are programmed by somebody or whatever comes in, does tons of hate raids on the black community and the LGBTQ community. And that's where it's basically fostered at, is towards that, is those people. And we're all gamers. None of this should even be happening, with all honesty. Gaz, have you heard of the hate raids, and have you seen any of that stuff?
I haven't. I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it. But I did read about it afterwards when they boycotted Twitch. They did lose quite a lot of viewerships that day when they boycotted Twitch. So
Wow.
I think it was a good thing.
I haven't heard any.
I think it was a good thing.
I haven't heard anything. I know Twitch just said, "Oh, we're looking into it," based to summarize the nonsense they replied with.
Yeah.
Mark, how about you? Have you seen much hate raids? Now you had said that you are a Japanese descent, which I think is fantastic. Have you experienced anything racial or any hate raid stuff towards you?
No, I honestly can't say I have.
But have you heard the hate raid stuff?
Yeah, I've heard about the hate raid stuff, and let me say this, you know, my gamer tag and my Twitch and everything, it's all going to be under Ultimate Hater 87.
Right.
I am not by any means any kind of racist, or I'm not prejudiced in any way, shape, or form. You know, I'm all about equality for everyone. The hate part and everything it more or less comes from me hating on LeBron and stuff
Of
like
course.
that over the years.
And that's
stuff
okay.
Like that. So I'm that type of hater and everything. You know, I'm fun with it, but I do not tolerate any kind of prejudice around me whatsoever, because it's not right. I don't value my my life more so than anybody else's life, and that's the way it should be. And it's unfortunate that Twitch is having so many problems and stuff like that, and there's no reason for it. There's no reason, there's no excuse for any of that at all.
True. Lee, how about you? Have you heard the hate raids? Seen any updates or anything?
I mean, like the mainly the stuff about the hate raids I've heard from you, like because you've talked about it a couple of times during streams.
Yeah.
And I think it's horrible how people go with the motive to just demean other people, like
Yeah.
just to go around on people's, because it's like barging into someone's workplace and like I don't know, like harassing them, like calling them horrible things,
Hmm.
and then just like leaving without having to face any consequences.
Yeah, just like a gang mentality. A bunch of people going in and doing that right there in front of everybody.
Yeah, I mean, like among other things, like it feels like something similar, but like I don't know, on a different way to where like something needs to be done, like that Activision Blizzard thing,
Oh,
like with the stuff with that, like that's horrible, and this is horrible. It's a different kind of horrible. Um, like and the where they both have it worse for some people than others, but it's
yep.
like they both should not exist like that, and like yeah, like someone needs to pull the hammer down and yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
get
So
their finger out their ass.
right, yeah, there you go. So there's no tools for Twitch. Basically, they said just try to get the mods to ban the account. Ash.
Actually, there's a couple tools, and I'll touch base on that when if you want.
Go, girl.
So with the, I've experienced I mod for a couple channels too, and I've experienced a hate raid.
Oh, okay.
And so how this works is it's not just targeted to racial people. It's not just targeted to them.
Okay.
And it's broadened even. So as a new streamer, you have to be so careful on Twitch, and if you're thinking about it, don't, I wouldn't advise it right now. So what happens with this hate rates is their bot accounts created within the last couple of months, and so you have to go click on all these accounts. And so the biggest one right now is a Hoss account. It's HOSS, and then it's 00312, and that's the biggest one. And you just get you get that, and you just want to go ban them and block them immediately from your chat. And I know a lot about this subject because we had a big conference in one of the discords that I'm helping right now, that I used to do with you, is fact. And so there's the bad, really, really bad, is that some of these bots, if you get enough of these followers, what happens is they go into your chat and they'll go like you, and then they'll come into your chat room, and then they'll just spam. And then the other thing that's bad is they can dox you.
Yes, I did read that. Yeah.
You can go get your DDoS, your IP address, some really scary stuff, and there's nothing really stopping it. But until yesterday, so Streamlabs had created a safe mode. So what you would do as a Twitch streamer is you'd go into your dashboard online, and they have created so many things for Twitch streamers that Twitch hasn't even thought of. And so now with Twitch, you can have CloudBot, and CloudBot is super underrated. Nobody really talks about it up until recently, and they created that safe mode. And what you can do is you can clear your chat, you can put it in follower only mode in a single button.
Okay, yeah, I read that today.
Yeah, and it's an amazing tool. It shouldn't have to have been created, but the person that came up with it was Streamlabs, and I was shocked because I was like, wow, Streamlabs, you're really looking out for us. You know, like
Yeah.
that whole thing was like, oh wow, you care. And
No, that's crazy.
and I hope that Streamlabs does something where they could create a, you know, as a streamer, a content creator, I would like to see Streamlabs do something with streaming. I really do.
Cool. They might as well. They've got everything else. Streamlabs OBS themselves. They got that whole part right there. So, who knows? Who knows? Lightsy, how about you? Hate raids. Have you seen any of this stuff? Have you read anything about hate raids?
I haven't seen any of it. I've seen like a couple of the bots come into a few channels, but like I haven't seen any of the spamming or anything.
Yeah, I haven't either. I had an account. Somebody subbed to me. It was blah 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 his name, and then like ... hate raid or whatever. And I had said before I even knew anything about the hate raids, as in like information, I heard of them, what they were doing. I was like, I think it'd be fun to have a hate raid. People come in and say, you're a fat old man, blah blah blah. I would have fun with that. But after reading that is true, like most of it is like targeted for racial or preference of sexuality or whatever. That just opened my eyes to like, oh my gosh, this is horrendous, and it needs to be destroyed. And why people scumbags do that blows my mind. But this is the road that's it almost just seems like it's just like every month or every year on Twitch, a few things happen that just keeps getting darker and darker and darker. And so with Tim the Tatman and Dr. Lupo leaving to exclusively stream on YouTube, to me was mind-blowing. And Lightsy, I'm glad that you had mentioned that YouTube basically gave up on gaming. But now they haven't. They brought it back. And so overall, I'm really excited. And now the excuses that like Dr. Lupo and Tim the Tatman had said is I get to spend more time with my family, blah, blah, blah. And my boy had mentioned, Isaiah saying like as a partner or whatever, like Twitch requires you to stream so much in a day, which is wild. And I tried to look for that and I couldn't really find the details of it. But I watched Tim's first day and I was blown away. He streamed for I think 8 hours. He had at his highest peak in day one was over 107,000 people watching concurrently. He had over 10,000 memberships. People just to sign up to pay for a monthly, over 10,000. And he had donations. One guy, his usual donators came with him, donated $1,500, $1,000. And I was just like, wow, good for him. That's incredible. Bad for Twitch. Really bad for Twitch, but great for YouTube gaming and thus, and for us that stream on YouTube. And it seems like YouTube now seems to be, if you're going to start streaming, the better platform seems to be YouTube right now. But the problem is YouTube just doesn't have all the APIs yet that to integrate to allow, like you said, bot cloud streaming, Ash. So
and they're starting to get there. Like YouTube has added in the clip feature, and they have a little tip button for if you're uploading videos and not streaming, so you can still, get revenue from people just to tip your channel.
That's great. So YouTube seems to be jumping ahead now, and it doesn't have the negativity. Now, actually, I know you had said that you don't want to get demonetized basically for swearing and stuff like that. But if you watch Tim's stream, he's fine until he starts playing a game. And then he unloads rounds of F-bombs. Pop, 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 pop. And people love it. And I'm pretty sure, for the most part, YouTube, I could see them relaxing a bit on that. Lightsy, are you looking to get back into possibly streaming on YouTube, Twitch, blah, blah, blah? What do you think of Dr. Lupo and Tim leaving? And we're almost done, guys. We are almost done.
I would like to get back into streaming if I could have a laptop or computer that would, allow me to at the moment. I do have a lot of downtime from work that
sure
I just spend playing games, and I would you know, I do get bored just playing by myself and would want to play and share for others, but I don't know, like, right now which platform I'd go back to.
Sure.
Like I think I have more following on YouTube than I do on Twitch, but
yeah. Excellent. So, Mark, you said you used to watch Tim the Tap Man, or you probably still do. What are your thoughts of Dr. Lupo and Tim leaving?
Tim, I think he explained it all in his video. He wanted to spend more time with his family, of course. I remember, I think it was last year, Dr. Disrespect was on Twitch.
Yes.
And I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't even think the details on why he was kicked off of Twitch have been released.
Still don't know.
And when that was a big hit to Tim. I do know that because him and Tim are very close friends. You can see the chemistry, and we lose somebody that you're really close to on another platform. As a matter of fact, I think Tim kind of foreshadowed it a couple days ago on Twitch when he said, "I'll miss you, Doc, and everything. I see what you're doing on YouTube. You're doing really good." And then a couple days later, here we go. Tim's on YouTube now, and I'm interested. I think it's going to take one or two more to switch over to really, and before Twitch really has to do something.
Yeah.
I think YouTube is definitely going to be the way to go in the future.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably start moving towards the YouTube side of it because I see YouTube is starting to make a bigger push on the gaming industry, which I'm very happy to see. So I'm excited. I'm actually excited to see all the changes because when YouTube dropped the gaming and stuff like that years ago, it just, everyone was kind of forced into the Twitch world, and now there's so many options. Even Facebook has streaming for stuff. I think you have to pay for that though. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess if you have Streamlabs OBS, I don't think you have to pay for it or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. So, Ashley, what about you? What are your thoughts on Dr. Lupo and Tim leaving?
When I saw Doc get what happened, he finally got a notice about that. As a matter of fact.
Oh, did he?
He finally got a reason. Yeah.
What was? Do you know what the reason was?
So he can't talk about it because he is suing them. He's doing a lawsuit currently.
Good.
But he finally did get a reason almost a year later.
Yeah.
And the reason sounds like he's gonna really take him for the bank account because
good.
And I hope he does. I mean, honestly, even as a Twitch streamer, I really hope he does. My primary for the last almost 3 years, I jumped ship.
Yeah.
I think it was. I have been primarily a Twitch streamer, and this start over presents this ability for me to maybe think about doing YouTube. I've really been thinking about it a lot with the hate raids, the hot tub streamers, everything we've already talked about.
Sure, yeah.
I don't want to have that toxicity, because as a personal stance, you let that toxic in, and it's a really hard thing to kick back out.
Yep.
And I've seen it destroy communities way too many times, and
absolutely.
It's bad to see 'em.
Yeah. No, Oh, Lightsy?
Oh, sorry. I just want to say that YouTube first pouched Valkyrie, and then she went on to become Streamer of the Year.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. I think it's definitely a consideration that I think Twitch streamers could definitely make. I think since Twitch was bought out by Amazon, it really did have its hurts and its negatives and the how do you want to call it, like the requirements to be a partner. You can't have a life outside of Twitch, and that's another negative too. Like you want to get that following, but to get Twitch partner, you also have to have all these other things, right? You have to have a really big following on Instagram, other social medias. It's the requirements.
That's in there too?
Yep. So
wow.
I have what they don't tell you on Twitch, and I guess it makes it more negative about Twitch than positives, like the panels and stuff that I'd already touched base on, is that it's all in the partner. So you literally have to read that application. And it's even in the affiliate. So the negative about being an affiliate with Twitch, as I am, they take half of my sub money.
Yeah.
So it's $5 to sub to me, right? If you're taking half of that and I'm only getting X amount as a small streamer, then you have where I'm not making that $100. So in order to get a payout with Twitch, you have to make $100 in order to get paid out. And so they make it incredibly hard to do that when you take half of my sub money.
Yep. No, exactly.
But the hard with YouTube is you have to have 1,000 people in order just to get that monetization.
Yep.
So it's pros and cons. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I think I am gonna really hammer down on YouTube. I really think it's time to come back.
Come on over, Ash.
That's right. Gaz, what about you, sir? Dr. Lupo, Timmy leaving. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't know about it until like a day before or something about to the Tapman. I don't usually watch him. I only usually watch him like occasionally. Dr. Lupo, don't really bother with him, to be honest.
Sure.
But yeah, Tim Tapman's all right. He's like a down to earth streamer. He can swear a lot when he's playing Warzone.
Sure.
Warzone does make you swear.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's all right. And to move to like YouTube is crazy. I mean, he did say at the start of the stream, his friend phoned him and he said he had 4,000 members before he turned his webcam on.
Crazy.
On the stream.
I was baffled, man.
And I was watching his chat stream when he was first even when his intro was on, and it was like member, and it was going crazy, and all the donation 1,500, 2,000, and I mean, I wonder what his secret is.
He's young, he's awesome, he's charismatic. That's it.
Yeah.
He built his community. The dude's just he's an awesome personality, and people like that.
I'm curious, did he have member only chat on?
No, I don't think he did. No.
He thought he did, but he didn't. So anybody could chat.
Yep.
It's crazy.
That's what drives you up too, is you not having that member only chat, right? Is making sure you're allowing these new people to come find you too.
Yep. Lee?
And I found out with Dr. Disrespect, this Dr. Disrespect, now he's going into court. There is two ways it could go. One way, it could like sue him. Nobody knows what it's all about. But it could go another way. And I found out that if it does go the other way, we could find out actually why he was banned off Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two ways. So hopefully it's go the other way so we know why he was banned.
Sure, I think we all deserve to know, though. Like, it's because he... Even though he is way up there as a streamer with millions, blah, 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 we're all part of the gaming community. And I think we all still deserve to know lessons learned or whatever the case may be. Lee, we want to finish this topic with you, man. Dr. Lupo, Tim the Tatman leaving Twitch. That's like 15 million plus followers, subscribers, jumping ship to exclusive YouTube.
Well, I think it's in a way a bit of a hard hit for Twitch. Like I can't really say that I know much about them, apart from maybe like a couple of memes. I don't know.
Of course.
Of them, but
heck, I have memes about me, so it's all good, made by you and others.
Yeah. So I can't really like comment on what they were like on Twitch and what they're like now, but I just I guess people moving from Twitch it's sort of been a thing of like pre-existing this as well, like what there was Ninja, didn't he went to Mixer or something.
Mixer, yeah.
And that was when Mixer was still called Mixer. I think it's called like Facebook Gaming or something. So I don't know what's happening with him, but when he left, he took a gulp out of out of Twitch as well. But
Yep.
I think like I don't know. I think Twitch is sort of decaying, I guess.
That's the
And
way it seems. Yeah, good point. That's a
And
perfect word.
yeah, and it needs to pull its act together if it wants to stay there, you know.
It needs to clean itself up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
think
like-
it's amazing. Lee, you're not a streamer. You don't really play video games. You do, but you hit it right on the head that Twitch is kind of like decaying. I think that is the perfect terminology for this, which is unfortunate. Excellent. Thank you. All right, since we're running into overtime, I had the comments like, what would you like to see Twitch do? What would you like to see YouTube do? But we all know what we want to do, so we are just going to end it on that. Is there any final thoughts from you guys? Anything you want to share? All right,
Looking
let's.
forward to the new Zelda.
The new Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I don't know if we'll even get it next year, my man. Possibly next Christmas, I could see, but I'm excited. So I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining me today. This is awesome, and I know some of you get up super early. Some of you didn't have the best sleep. We got animals. This has been fantastic, and you guys are more than welcome to join me anytime. I do appreciate it. Gaz, we are going to go with you. Why don't you give me a plug on all of your socials, and we'll save our good friend Lee for the very end.
Right, well, you can find me on good old YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all A to Z of Gaming, same name. Yeah,
Okay,
same name
excellent.
on everything, on all social media.
Ashley, your turn. Plug away.
You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch at Goddess Persephone Gaming right now until I change it to Goddess Gaming.
Okay. Lightsy, your cat is eating your sweater.
Yeah.
Let's do a plug away all your socials.
Okay, you can find me on Twitter. What is it? Twitter and Instagram at Logan Ainsley. Lightsy.plays on Instagram for my other Instagram that I haven't updated in a while. YouTube and Twitch is just Lightsy. What else is there? TikTok is just Lightsy.
That's cool.
I think that's everything.
All right. Mark, the ultimate Lakers fan, if you could just plug away your socials. If we could blow you guys up in any way, follow these beautiful people. They're so wonderful. Mark, what do you got? What's your socials?
All right, so you can follow me on Twitch, Ultimate Hater 87. Right now, I'm working on my YouTube page, and we're creating a Facebook page on the subgroup I'm on. So it's called Perfect View Productions. Me and another streamer, we're working on that together right now. But right now, as it sits, follow me on Twitch, Ultimate Hater 87, and I will be doing my official live stream to kick off. It's going to be this Monday, probably around 8:30 Eastern time.
Okay. AM or PM?
PM.
PM. Excellent. Eastern time.
I'll give you a follow because I don't think I'm following you.
Yeah.
Okay, I sure will.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm following you, Mark, to be honest. I think I did your Twitch, but we'll figure that out. And all right, so the social guru himself, Lee Everett, who's on everything, if you could plug your socials. I can't even hear you, my man.
Well done, Lee.
Maybe it's for the better that you can't hear me.
That's his socials right there. Crickets. Where can they find you, my friend?
YouTube. I don't do any content, but it's Lee Everett, and then you can find me on your channel, Paul, and your Discord. I don't have a Discord of my own, so I'll just hijack someone else's.
Hashtag Lee gets Twitter. We need you on Twitter, my man. All right, guys.
Never gonna happen.
I appreciate it, but we need it. It's gonna happen. So thank you all again for joining me. This was awesome. I cannot wait for our next one. So here we go. So as for Gaz, as for Ashley, As for Logan, aka Lightsy, as for Lee, as for Mark, my name is Paul, and you guys take care.